Hi guys, welcome to Whispering Hills Haunt, where every day it's Halloween. Now let's get into it.
Hey folks, it's me, your paleo haunter, back with less hair and more ear. We have a treat for you today. Lowe's has leaked, wink wink, wink wink. Lowe's has leaked some of next year's Halloween props.
And well, it wasn't Lowe's that leaked it. Somebody leaked Lowe's Halloween props.
Sure they did. Somebody leaked some Lowe's props for next year. Same thing happened last year, by the way. Lowe's was the first one with their props online, if I remember right. But we're going to take a look at them. We're going to go over them and give you our opinions. And if you want to give us your opinions, that's what comments are for. So here we go.
All right, so
yes.
Which prop would you like to talk about first?
I don't give a hoot.
All right, well, let's get over some of the stuff that we don't really care too much about. Us personally, they've added to their Haunted Mansion collection.
Okay, by us, by the way, I should mention my illustrious daughter, Ariana, who will still not appear on camera for no good reason whatsoever, will be chiming in during this.
So, it looks like they're bringing back the same props they had. The knight in armor and the not Gravedigger, the groundskeeper, who I actually really like.
This is the
Haunted Mansion props.
Yeah, the Evil Empire.
Anyway, so
yeah.
I actually really enjoy him because I feel the plastic look on him just makes him look very clammy. So I think it works really well.
The Gravedigger?
Yeah.
I like him too. I think he's a nice looking prop. The problem is he's got the look of a Disney prop. So a Disney character. So you can't take him and mix him in a serious graveyard, I feel.
Oh, well, I think he looks clammy. I like him. Nevertheless, the props they seem to be adding to this collection are the 3 hitchhiker ghosts.
Yeah.
But
which are the greatest characters from the Haunted Mansion ride. The ones everyone remembers, the 3 ghosts that are sitting with you hitchhiking. Well, they're hitchhiking and then you turn around in the car and they're sitting in your car, if I remember right.
My favorite was always the woman in the
Leota, Madame Leota. Well, that too.
Anyway, but they're very tiny. They're certainly not for like an actual haunt. They seem to be for like a small decoration.
A mini haunt?
Yeah, they're not even up.
Just a joke.
They don't even appear to reach the height of my knee, I think.
Yeah.
And they don't have the nicest faces. They're not well sculpted, I think. I'm not a fan.
We don't have details on these because they're just leaks. So we can't give you an actual height. I think they're probably above a knee height, but they definitely look small. And small in this sense might mean insignificant or not standing out, depending on how you display them. Yeah, so I agree with that.
The next prop I want to look at is the clown that they have.
Okay, we're going to look at the clown.
Now, I hate clowns. You hate clowns. We're over clowns. We are not over the concept of clowns as in real clowns. We're over the concept of clowns as aliens. And most of these clown props are like weird mutated aliens. This one, though,
that's her thing.
No, you don't like that
My
either.
complaint with clowns is there's just too freaking many.
Oh. But this clown, it's more, it definitely still has a supernatural effect to it, but it's less obnoxious, it's less alien, it's less mutated.
All things still on Earth. Hey, now it's the blue. Next thing you know, it's you!
So, what do you think of him?
Having seen the video, I really like this clown.
He's cool.
I'm actually putting it on my probably going to get list.
I like that the dog's mouth opens up. It doesn't look, it's unexpected, because a lot of times when they try to make something not look like it's going to talk and then all of a sudden it starts talking, this one, because of the plasticky look, because it's a balloon, the seal is really well done from what I could tell from the video. Now, another prop is the spider.
Yeah.
Color-wise, it is purple. I wonder if that color changes or if it's always purple.
Yeah.
I can't really tell. That could be paint, or that could be LEDs inside. I can't.
My gut feelings is that he just stays purple, or glows with black light.
He's also a plastic spider.
Yeah.
No real fur, like
That's
hair
one thing.
on it.
That's what I don't like about him. He's not hairy. So during the day, he's going to look very artificial.
I don't mind it. I know it's not for our haunt personally, but I kind of love that old school Halloween prop look of like plasticky looking things.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. I actually like it.
Well, I think at night, I think he's going to be a really cool looking prop.
Yeah, he most likely
I
he glows.
think, you know, he's got like his eyes light up. It looks like there's a line along each of the legs that light up, and some blotches along the body. I think that's going to look cool at night.
Yeah.
So at night, he's a good prop. During the day, not so much.
Yeah, most likely we won't be getting him. I mean, we haven't seen him in person yet, of course. But most likely we won't be getting him, but I still think he's a good spider. So the next prop I would like to look at is the Groundbreaker, the skeleton Groundbreaker.
Yeah.
So it's essentially just a head and two hands that do not look attached to each other.
Yeah, unlike last year's ones where they had a body coming out, a true Groundbreaker, like half the torso coming out of the ground like it's climbing out. This looks like one of those little boxes you used to get at the drugstore for Halloween to decorate. Just two hands and a head, you know, sticking out of the ground. But a very
large version.
But a very large version of it.
Now, looking at the photo of this guy.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because there's that cloth on the ground there next to it. I'm wondering, no, it's not. Never mind. Never mind what I was saying.
Why? Because you looked at the picture and the picture doesn't show it, so you're thinking that cloth is just... But if you look at the side angle on the video, on the pictures, there's something under the hands that looks like a mechanism. So I'm not sure if the hands are static or not.
Yeah, it would be cool
maybe
if like,
it moves.
one of the hands lunged at you.
Right.
And then drags back.
If there's any movement to the prop, that's going to make a big difference.
They could have, if they didn't, which they probably didn't, but they could have gone jumping spider with the one of the hands, and that would have been really cool.
Yeah, that would be a cool idea, actually. Make a giant Groundbreaker with a jumping hand.
That comes and tries to grab you and
would
goes back.
Would be a cool prop. Keep that in mind, guys.
The other one, and you can see it right next to him, is the clown. They brought back the clown.
Yeah, the hand-standing clown, the guy on the bowling pins.
Yeah, not one of the clowns I like. This is
his head twirls.
Prime example of a type of clown I don't like. So there you go. There's your comparison.
Why is he? He's not the most alien-looking one. The head twirling doesn't help, though.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he's doing an Exorcist 360 with his head.
No, I don't like it. It's too bright, it's weird. It's too weird for me.
Okay.
No.
We didn't buy him this year because, you know.
But if you guys enjoy him and you missed him out last year, you'll be able to get him this year, it looks like.
Yeah.
So this is interesting now. Last year, Home Depot released its Nosferatu prop, which I actually think is a pretty decent. I like the Nosferatu prop.
Yes, we have Nosferatu.
Yes, we have him today, actually, because we bought him.
I had to do it.
Yes, we have Nosferatu. We have Nosferatu today.
The movie for Nosferatu came out, which is the reason why I think they released that prop. Very good movie. Check it out. Now, my dad hasn't
I didn't
seen it
see
yet.
it.
Yeah, no, he
Maybe
hasn't
we'll
watched
do a
it.
reaction video of a movie.
Yeah, maybe I'll make him watch it. Maybe I'll film him. Let us know if you guys want us to do reactions to movies, because there's a lot that we haven't watched in a long time and forgotten, or ones I haven't seen that he's seen, or like Nosferatu, I've seen and he hasn't. So that would be fun.
And maybe my daughter will actually appear on camera then.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll
Reaction
see.
videos.
Anyway, this Nosferatu. So he's
Yes.
very tall. Let me see exactly how tall he is. He is...
12 foot.
Is he 12 foot? Are we sure about that?
I'm positive.
Yes.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Right.
12
He's a
foot.
12-foot vampire. He looks like Nosferatu, but get this. He doesn't look like the original Nosferatu, and he doesn't look like the current remake's Nosferatu.
Right.
However, I think he's supposed to be the 1970s Nosferatu. His face, to me, looks just like the actor, just like the Nosferatu from the 70s
And
version.
I didn't even know there was a 1970s Nosferatu.
So let us know if you want us to watch that
But
too.
okay.
I think he's the 1970s Nosferatu. Now they're going to call him, 12-foot Victorian vampire for
Right.
some weird reason. But I think he's supposed to be the 1970s Nosferatu. Now, is he ecstatic?
He appears to have, they don't have video of him. They have some good shots. He appears to have the lines coming down like the guy from the 12-foot, what they have last year was a 12-foot Gravedigger.
Yeah. His eyes glow and his lantern glows.
Yeah, his eyes glow, his lantern glows. We don't know if he moves. He looks very plasticky to me.
He looks very much like the 70s.
So to me, he's 70s aside, he doesn't look very realistic in my opinion.
All right.
So, and I'm a fan of realistic looking props generally. So I would pass on them. They're bringing back the Gravedigger, not the Scarecrow. They have a different Scarecrow, which we'll discuss
Soon. But in the photo of the Gravedigger, there is a skeleton standing next to him. Now, I cannot tell based on the angle, but I think he might be the same height as the Gravedigger.
Means Lowe's is taking on the 12-foot skelly head on, so to speak.
I think so, because the Scarecrow is also very large.
Yeah.
And when you compare the size of the Scarecrow in the photo to that skeleton, angle-wise,
Considerably small.
Yeah, exactly. The difference shouldn't be that great. I think that's a very large skeleton. Now, it doesn't look like it has eyes. It looks like it's just a skeleton. I think it's a static giant skeleton.
I don't know, but keep your eye out, so to speak, for the giant skeleton at Lowe's.
Yeah, if he is just a static giant skeleton,
Yeah.
why not just do something cool, like put one eye in his forehead and make him a giant skeleton cyclops or something?
Well,
It's
people
just
can
kinda
do that
lame.
themselves.
Well,
Maybe it's just meant to be flexible to dress up or...
I'm just saying it's kind of lame.
All right,
Another giant skeleton.
all right. We rated kind of lame.
Yeah, kind of lame.
Okay.
It would have been cool if he was if he had a horn or an eyeball.
But that would be a giant cyclops skeleton,
Yeah, that'd be much preferable.
which is a cool idea,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
it's not that prop.
I know. I'm saying it's lame that they chose this prop instead
Okay.
of at least putting something unique to it.
How about just like we said in our wish list? I'm looking for a giant cyclops because that makes sense as a giant.
Yeah.
You know? Like in
Yeah, and
the old
check out our
movies.
wish list, our Halloween wish list.
Yeah.
Ideas that
Yeah,
we
we-
had for future props.
we actually are inspired by some
It's
of
a
those
long
old
video, but I think-
Harryhausen movies.
Yes. It's a long video, but maybe you guys could give us some ideas yourselves and talk about that stuff. All right, so next to the skeleton is that Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And I believe we have video of it. So this Scarecrow, what do you think of him, Dad?
Pretty good. Pretty scary looking Scarecrow. He looks to be about 8 feet tall. It looks like his arms go up and down, like kind of like one of these motions.
Like his stick is swaying.
His
in
arms
the
are
wind.
sticks, by the way. They're not actual arms, which is interesting.
Like an actual Scarecrow.
And he's got no legs.
I like him.
You like him?
Yes, and he's 10 feet tall.
10 feet. Wow.
So that skeleton must be
12 foot, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm iffy.
I like him.
His face is scary enough, but there's plenty of scary scarecrows out there.
I think what they're going for with this one is just eeriness. You know, it's a scarecrow that's blowing in the wind.
He's a good scarecrow to stick in the middle of a cornfield if you have one. If you're doing outside and you're setting up corn, and you want a scarecrow that'll stand out with his head over the corn, but look kind of spooky, I'd say he qualifies there.
Yeah, so far I like him. I can't wait to see him in person.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, we have the
Moving
werewolf.
right.
Now the werewolf says it's going to be 7 feet.
All right, 7-foot werewolf. Been a while since we had a really decent werewolf, in my opinion. Last one I remember that I really liked was the Limb Ripper. I think it was called, from Spirit, I believe. Anyway, this one looks pretty good though. I'm hopeful. I can't get a good grasp on exactly how good he looks, but I'm kind of hopeful.
He seems like a generic werewolf to me. I'm not into it. I feel like there's not a lot you can do with werewolves, but of what you can do, they're not expanding enough.
I'll keep my eye on the werewolf. That's my verdict.
Now, they have another prop. They've got this ghost. It's a white ghost, and it just kind of moves side to side and rings a bell.
The ghost to me, it's okay. Nothing great, nothing bad.
I wonder what
dinging a bell for
what's
some
its
reason.
story?
I don't know. The only relation I have with Halloween and bells are the bells they used to put with a string coming out of the ground in case the person wasn't really dead.
Yeah, maybe it's some mythology we don't know
But
about.
this guy's ringing a little bell.
It's kind of cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah. All right.
You know, they don't have enough good...
I'm iffy. Depends a lot on price.
I feel like there haven't been a lot of ghosts recently. Like good ghosts. So I'm not minding it.
I don't know. I wouldn't go out of my way for him. I wouldn't pay a lot for him. But if he's cheap enough, I would add.
Okay.
That's my final verdict on him.
And moving on, the Gravedigger.
Gravedigger. Okay.
Now we need a new Gravedigger.
Yeah, we bought one last year, and
Turns out he's a grave robber, so he's not going to be a good greeter.
Doesn't matter to me, but it matters to Harry. So
yeah, well, we used to have a gravekeeper that was like a greeter of people coming
groundskeeper more,
in.
right?
Yeah.
So this one kind of combines a gravedigger and a groundskeeper because he's got the lantern of the groundskeeper and the shovel of the gravedigger.
Yeah. I can't really hear what he's saying, so I can't say anything about his stuff, but his face is all right. I don't know that I like that his eyes glow. I don't know like that strongly. That could just be the video. I'm looking forward to seeing him in person.
Yeah.
This is one I got to see in person.
I have to see him better. I have to see him in real life.
Yeah.
I have to actually take a look at him. He could be good. Right now, I'm iffy.
Yeah. We'll see.
The mouth also, I noticed, it moves, but it doesn't articulate very well. So we'll see.
And that is going to be part 1 of our Lowe's 2025 leak review. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and we will catch you guys in part 2. Bye.